To be great at value selling, you have to take something that is very simple and tweak it a little bit so it creates more value in the mind and the eyes of the client. I have heard for years, gosh, you've got to price your jobs correctly. There's no way you can keep these businesses open if you sell them for what the marketplace is looking to sell them for cheap. You've got to be the premier provider offering a premium price. You got to sell your product as if it's a luxury product. Okay. Then Amanda, we damn well better have luxury language that goes along with a luxury product. Otherwise, we're fooling ourselves. We're fooling the marketplace. We're telling the marketplace we offer a luxury product, yet we talk like a contractor.
Yeah. And this is a little bit of a branding move that we're making, right? Which is that we are calling, again, very ordinary contractor type things, but we make them extraordinary by including our premier service with it, and then branding it as a premier product.
We've learned that we have to be great at value selling. So to be great at value selling, you have to take something that is very simple, like a word that's very simple, and a word or a statement that's very simple, and tweak it a little bit so it creates more value in the mind and the eyes of the client. And you're going to see those throughout this list as well.
Should we just jump? Let's jump to 3 and 4 really quickly.
Yeah, let's do that.
So an example of this, we've got number 3 is ductwork and number 4 is insulation. Again, very sexy. They don't need a lot of help. But when we brand it, as a premier product, you've got PureFlow, which comes with a 13-step
PureFlow process,
which is included with working with a premier provider, right? And so when we call it PureFlow, you're now getting a next level product than what the contractor is offering you, which is ductwork.
Correct. Everybody in the marketplace is talking about ductwork.
Yes.
And you're calling it branding it. I like that. I was taught a different word to call it is when you name something.
Yes.
You have just differentiated it from the marketplace. So that is why instead of ductwork, contractors say ductwork, we say PureFlow.
Yeah.
And then, but you've got to have something in addition just to naming it. And that's why you have to have a process.
Yes.
Like, what is it that you do with your PureFlow process? And what we branded it as is a 13-step PureFlow process. So not only did we name it, we also created a process now in the eyes and the mind of the client and of our fellow teammates. We're doing something different. So therefore, we ought to be able to charge a premium. It can be looked at as a luxury item.
Yeah, it becomes less of a commodity.
Bingo. And what's a commodity? Amanda?
Go ahead.
So a commodity, because I think just to define a commodity is if you have salt. I have a bag of salt, A, bag of salt, B. Okay, salt bag A, salt bag B. There is no clear distinction between these two bags of salt. Okay, what is the ultimate reason why a client chooses salt bag A or salt bag B? It comes down to price. So when something has no differentiation and the decision is made based on price, that's a commodity. So we have to, as best we can, get out of the commodity business. Our competition is in the commodity business. They think the only way they can sell a product is by having the lowest price in many cases. And by the way, I'm just going to go into something. They're talking about 3 things, our competition. They're talking about price. They're talking about the brand. And I'm talking about HVAC, electrical, whatever. They want to talk about the brand, if it's a Carrier, a Train, whatever. And they're talking about efficiency. It's an 80% 20 SEER system.
I almost fell asleep in my chair listening to you say that. Oh my gosh, so
Yes.
boring.
So if those are the three things our competitors are talking about,
Yeah.
what do we need to stay away from? Price, brand, and efficiency.
Yeah.
And truly move over to other things that we can talk about. Our guarantees, our priority service package that you get from our call center, which we're going to talk about in just a minute. We have to talk about other things other than price, brand, and efficiency. I have a bag of salt. A, bag of salt. B, what is the ultimate reason why a client chooses salt bag A or salt bag B? It comes down to price. So when something has no differentiation and the decision is made based on price, that's a commodity.